John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath. This is a full book summary, so let's just get through the entire thing, shall we? So here we go. Now, first of all, this is what happens. Our main character is this guy named Tom Joad. He's just on parole. And now that he's doing that, he decides he needs to get back home. Then he sees a truck, but there's a sticker on it saying, "No riders." Regardless, he waits it out. The driver comes out and says, "Don't you see that sticker over there?" And Tom's like, "Oh yeah, you mean that sticker?" "Yeah, bro. Well, sure, I seen it, but sometimes a guy will be a good guy, even if some rich bastard makes him carry a sticker." And so, now the driver, he's like, getting into the truck, but then he thought about it. If he refused now, not only was he not a good guy, but he was also forced to carry out a sticker, and he was not allowed to have company. "Scrunch down on the running board till we get around the bend." I said that because I think this is the funniest part of the book. This is the funniest part of the book, and there will never be another time like this again. Tom is all like, "Yes, sir." And for about a mile, they just drive on. Until, "Alright, here's the first bed, you can get in now." "Thanks, mister." "My pleasure." So what's an old guy like you doing in these parts? Just got out of parole per se. And a truck driver, well, still driving a truck, keeps asking sort of indirect questions about, "What are you doing here? What did you do to get into jail in the first place?" Like, he's asking all those questions, but he's making them sentences, and he's not making them questions. Tom, kind of annoyed by this, like, "You know what? I'll just tell you. Oh, I didn't ask for anything. You don't have to tell me anything." "Yeah, you think you're not asking. You are asking, you dumb." No swear words allowed. Add $. I was in parole for a particular reason. I got these new clothes because they're the only ones I can buy. Also, what did I get in parole for? Oh, before I tell you, there. See that next bend over there? Yeah? That's where I get off. Sure. Hops off. I was in parole for a homicide. Killed a man because he was mean. Well, bye. Along the way, Tom picks up a tortoise. Or was it a turtle? Can't remember. Most likely a turtle. And along the way, he meets a former preacher named Jim Casey. He says, "I ain't no preacher no more. But, yeah. So what are you doing here?" "Oh, I just got out of parole." "Oh, really, yeah? Well, I think it's about time I did something. Want to join me to my old man's house?" "Sure, I got nothing to do. Haven't seen them for a while." "Oh, what's that turtle for?" "Oh, this? This is for my niece, and this is for the youngster ones." "He's not an uncle yet. Forget what I just said in the first part. What he said was, this is just for my younger siblings." "Fair enough." "Right, let's go." They arrive at the family farm, only for it to be found deserted? What the heck is everyone? Must have been those businessmen. They must have come here and plowed the whole place down, and so that they could zone the land and do whatever they want with it. How dare they? But first question that comes to my mind, where the heck is my family then? One of his former neighbors comes in, and they chit-chat a little, and he's like, "Where's my family?" "Oh, them? They're staying at your Uncle John's." "Thanks." So, lights a match. Campfire starts. "Want some bacon?" "Sure." Hop, 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 food. At least, that's how I imagine it. The sheriff, with a flashlight, comes nearby, and so they have to kill the fire and scram. The sheriff is all like, All clear. And then the next morning, Tom and Casey leave for Uncle John's place. Now that they're all ragtag, they're all thinking, yeah. Oh, and remember that turtle that Tom had? Well, Tom let the turtle go away thinking, it's gonna be a hassle to just bring them along to Uncle John's place. Good luck, turtle, on your way of life. Tom and Casey, who I will be symbolizing with a little preachings with a crucifix on him, arrive at the farm, Uncle John's place, and see Pa fixing up a little truck. They surprise him by saying hi and then revealing that they were Tom's on parole. And they surprise Mommy, or Ma, but she doesn't seem too surprised. And then the whole family assembles, which consists of Pa Jode, Ma Jode, Grandma Jode, Grandpa Jode, Uncle John, Noah, who has a birth defect, Al, who I will draw with a cap, Rose of Sharon, who's pregnant for 3 months, and her husband Connie, and the youngsters, Rufy and Winfield. So just to make a sense of this is Pa, this is Ma, this is Grandma, this is Grandpa, this is Rose of Sharon, this is her husband Connie. I should probably make some differentiations. There we go. This is Connie. This is Uncle John. This is Noah. This is Al. This is Rufy. This is Winfield. And this is Tom. Oh, and this is Casey. Next morning, they load up the entire truck. Grandpa refuses to leave, so they get him drunk, eventually making him sleep. Then lift him in. Casey asks if he can join, which they all say yes. And off they are to California. So along California, I'm gonna skip all the times that they are stuck in between. They go on Route 66. Afterwards, they arrive at this inspection place. Gramps died along the way, and now Grandma's kinda sick. So yeah, it's kind of a little worry for them. And now the police officer's like, you swear you got no veggies or anything? And they're like, yeah, we don't have anything like that. We still gotta search you over, so let's take a look at your old grandma. Oh, man, you weren't kidding. There's a doctor nearby, 8 miles away from here. Don't stop until then, so. Yes, sir. And they head out to California. Whee! They arrive at the place, and then, yeah, that happens. They ask if Grandma's alright, and Ma responds saying, Grandma died right before the trip. Oh, so that's why you didn't want it to stop? Nah. And Ma was like, I promised Grandma that we will get to California no matter what. And I was not risking being stopped. So, yeah. The family arrives at a Hooverville. And a sheriff and a contractor comes in, and they're like, who wants work? One man says, how much are you paying? I don't know yet. How do you not know? You have a contract. It could be more, it could be less. Yeah. I don't believe it. I fell for that like twice. Oh, I recognize you. I did nothing wrong, sir. Yes, you did. You're the one who broke that car or something. Or did some kind of crime yesterday, didn't you? Huh? No, sir, that's not me. You are under arrest. Book. Shuffle, shuffle. Bang. This guy meant to shoot the person who asked for the wages, but hit an innocent woman instead. And he's like, god dang it. Gonna have to worry about the woman later. Yeah. Tom's like, seriously? She's like dying right now. The sheriff runs after the guy who's running away. Tom trips him. There's a lot of commotion. Yeah, Tom avoids arrest. Casey gets arrested, saying, yeah, I'm the one who tripped him. Tom hides, and then hears rumors about the camp going to be burned down by the police. So the family gets out as soon as possible. They find some work that pays very low wages, and then Tom eventually finds Casey trying to organize a union, and the police realize, alright, target, this is the FBI style way, but except with guns, he uses a bat. When the policeman kills Casey, Casey is literally dead in a pool of his own blood. Tom, out of outrage, decides to kill the policeman, grabs his bat, and knocks out the policeman, then killing him. Afterwards, Ma comes in and finds him in this kind of state. Yeah, like, Tom returns to Ma, and Ma sees him in a, like, fighting state, and he's like, alright, I gotta hide, I killed the policeman again. And Ma's like, huh? Go into hiding! And a lot of things happened in between them. Afterwards, Rufy, had a crackerjacker. And then the crackerjacker was stolen by a big bully. And he's all like, yeah, my brother's hiding near here. And he's killed 2 big boys. Oh, really? He's hiding near here. Probably in those caves. Ma, of course, hears about this. And is like, oh, shoot. Tells Tom about this. And Tom's like, yeah. Rufy will be Rufy. Kids will be kids. Don't worry, Mom. I'll always be there with you, in spirit, if not physically. Whether you're working or picking cotton, or whether you just think about me, I will always be there. Ma then realizes that Rosa Sharon is soon going to have the baby, but first, before all that happens, there's going to be a big flood. So Pa gets a bunch of other men to start building a dam, which actually miraculously worked, but then heavy rain starts falling down. And so, they have to take shelter in a barn. There, they see an old man dying of hunger with his son. The old man's actually dying of hunger because, he's giving the food to his son. Ma realizes what Rosa Sharon has to do because she had the baby, but it's dead. And so, Rosa Sharon comes in and breastfeeds the man. Everyone gives them privacy, and there's a little smile on Rosa Sharon. So that's the end of the story. That was a very interesting ending. There are many interpretations about that. I might mention it, but it's not a likely thing that I'll do. But until then, Schnarn out. Peace. Bye-bye.